we're going to take 6 people, march them across. We're going to march them down to Yerba Buena Gardens. We're going to go through here. Where we'll be holding a mock torture. We're going to try to stop traffic on the way down and stuff. We'll be having a mock torture there that'll last about 15 minutes. We're going to have a checkpoint, a security checkpoint, and we'll be rushed by some people trying to get through the checkpoint, and then we'll have like contact. I'll take contact, and then we're going to have a die-in. We're going to basically shoot everybody there that's in retaliation. All right, let's make this a good OFC, guys. Operation First Casualty. First casualty of war is the truth. That's why we're doing this, to bring the truth home to people. It's because the media is not bringing the truth, so it's up to veterans like us to show all the public and everybody exactly what happens in Iraq, and we're going to do it today.
Go! 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 Let's go! Move on! Get on the ground! Get on the ground now!
Put your hands behind your back.
What are you doing?
Be quiet.
I'm yelling at you! Get your face on the fucking ground!
Go. Get your head down. Get your head down. No press.
Come this way! Back down! Back down!
Bag him. Bag him.
Operation First Casualty is a street theater, so the intended goal is to get people to be aware of what's going on. Today we chose the busiest shopping day of the year, Black Friday, to link the issues of war and capitalism. While people are out in the streets shopping and doing what they want to do, there are thousands and thousands of vets and hundreds of thousands of civilians who are locked in a struggle for their lives. I don't think that the standard rally march really gets through to many people anymore, and I think that having folks put themselves out there, be surrounded by their fellow citizens, and doing something in a way that highlights these issues as well as that's engaging, that can be a little scary, something that's really important.
All right, let's go! Get him up!
Get up.
Get on your fucking feet! Get on your feet!
Go.
You killed my son! Oh my God! Let me go!
Let's go!
Where are you taking us?
Leave me alone! Cooperate, here we go! Are you ready? Huh? Answer him! Give me the information! Let them all see! Let them all see! Are you ready to talk, huh? Ready to talk? When he asks you a question, you answer! Hey! Answer the question! All he wants is... What were you doing in Tehran? What were you doing calling us?
Well, I became anti-war about a month after I got back from Iraq, and then I had a year left in the service and finished my time and got out. But I developed anti-war views right off when we found out that all the reasons for going in there were based on lies. My dad had been a gas station repairman, and he was around petrochemicals all of his life, and it gave him pancreatic cancer. So he died when I was 17, and I didn't want to be a burden on my mom and brother and sister, so I joined the Army, and then ended up being sent to go protect that which killed my dad, essentially.
One follow me, one follow me. Woo! I served in the Air Force for 4 years. I served 2 tours in Iraq, 2 tours in Afghanistan, and I was honorably discharged after 4 years of service. I just started developing more views against the war once I actually got over there and started seeing what was going on, and seeing the way that we were treating Iraqi people, and
detaining them. I mean, missions that I had done, I was getting people that were detained on patrol and having to transport them in our airplane to prisons in like Basra. And when I had talked to the security police officer that was in charge, I asked him where all the people had came from that we were rounding up and moving into these prisons, and he told me that they had come from the public and they were just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and a lot of them were just regular folks. And it just, you know, there was no terrorists, there was no, we're just occupying somebody's country, and these were normal people like me and you that are just trying to go about their everyday lives, and they get picked up in the middle of the night and hauled away, and we would put blindfolds on them and shackle them up, and they'd be in darkness, not knowing where they were going, took into a prison, interrogated, tortured, released back into the public. And I think once I started seeing like things like that and hearing stories from other soldiers about shit that didn't make sense, and just, you know, like no weapons of mass destruction, and then Saddam being caught and the war still going on, like, you know, it just started making sense to me that the war was we shouldn't be there anymore.
This was huge. We had veterans in uniform hog-tying and bagging civilians. We had people who were waterboarded. These things are not easy to look at. And while corporate media likes to hide these images, real images from the war, we need to bring that to the streets and let people see and judge for themselves.
So I think I mean, I know the sentiment is growing. Our organization is growing. We got over 1,000 veterans in our organization. We're getting more every day.
In Iraq, we're not going to wait on some political leader like Obama who says that they want to end the war in Iraq when they really want to keep troops there and just beef up the war in Afghanistan. I was in Afghanistan when the war in Iraq beefed up, and they just sent me right over there. So the same thing's going to happen. We're tired of getting deployed. We don't need to go and fight these bullshit wars anymore for corporate interests. That's not what we're serving for.